Yeah, major shocker overnight. Tahoma school superintendent, who was just hired last May, has resigned. We're only about a month into the school year, and already he's out. It all happened last night during a district meeting, a special called meeting here at the district building. The Tahoma school board accepted the resignation of Superintendent Tony Giurado. His resignation is effective as of yesterday. In an announcement about his initial hiring, the school board president then said, "This is one of the most serious and important decisions we have made as a board," and noted that Giurado's emphasis on placing students at the center of all decisions fit well with Tahoma's core beliefs, which is why some parents are confused this morning. The district released this statement yesterday saying, quote, "The Tahoma School District Board of Directors and Superintendent Tony Giurado have discovered that through the fault of neither party, Mr. Giurado's considerable high integrity, skill, knowledge, and experience are not the best match for the present needs of the district." Meanwhile, parents are demanding some transparency and clarity. Check out some of the comments on the district's Facebook page. One parent saying, "We're not even through September. What happened? And how do we hold the board accountable for making such an oversight in hiring and a disruption this big?" Another saying, "How can we as parents get the real story on what happened here?" And another saying, "I was excited at the prospect that we could have some substantive change in terms of honesty, progress, and to remove the good old boys club that has deep roots in this community. I'm sad for TSD students." And then finally, another parent saying, "Mr. Giurado is well respected in this community. To unsuspecting parents, it is troubling to see him go." Meanwhile, we know in a separate vote, the board did appoint the assistant superintendent. Her name is Lori Cloud. She is now the acting superintendent. Meanwhile, we have reached out to the school board this morning to see if they have any clarity or can provide some sort of explanation as to why this decision was made. For now, we are live in Maple Valley this morning. Britt Moore, King 5 News.